The internet gives us the power to share a message and unite millions around the world.
While we still can, we must use our screens to bring us closer together rather than farther apart.
Your problem is not technology. The problem is you. You lack the will to change.
Jesus Christ would not vote for Barack Obama.
You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure.
Hello. So yeah, I actually was editing a video earlier today, and I used like 6 hours. Suddenly the program crashed. It was too hot, and it's like an old computer. YouTube. Hello. And then suddenly, yeah, everything is gone. I need to do it again, and I was not done at all. I was like at 70% or something. But I have something interesting. I meet a great guy, a really wise guy. So I'm gonna talk with him about these things, like the Venus Project and resource-based economy, and yeah, we're gonna go and meet him. So see you soon. Bye.
I chose the off-grid lifestyle because it just feels right. I love being surrounded by nature rather than cars, people and shops. I like harnessing the sun's power to build a life outside the grid system. I enjoy the fact that I'm not dependent on anyone else for my water, power, waste removal, and eventually food. Although we have a service provider, the internet is also an off-grid satellite system powered by the sun. I feel lighter having minimal possessions, having things in my life that I actually use, that serve a purpose, only having clothes that I wear. The off-grid lifestyle also becomes a very cheap way to live, which means working less and playing more.
Hello.
Hello.
Good day, man.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So here.
My name is Zbigniew.
Yeah. So we will lay down the camera and have a talk, yeah?
Yeah.
Sure. So. Yeah, hello, and thank you for actually being able to speak about this and maybe make a video that someone can see. You know.
Yeah. Well, if it everything is the positive change in people or in the world, I'm fine for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I talked with you about me actually traveling from Oslo, hiking and going to India, where I want to visit a city named Auroville. And you have been there before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there a few times actually. Really? I didn't stay there, but I was on a daily trip from Pondicherry.
Yeah.
Pondicherry, yeah.
How was it?
Well, you know, certain communities over there, they're doing quite well. They engage in pretty interesting projects. There are some communities which are involved in some spiritual work, educational work, some of them in agricultural work, some of them in kind of like innovative technologies, using say wind powers and renewable resources. So in this way, I find a lot of those projects are interesting, but some communities I would say a little bit closed, and they don't have so much support from outsiders coming. So generally I would say it's a very valuable experience for everybody who would like to spend some time and has certain ideas and knows what he would like to do. So if you have time, you know, definitely go for it. Stay there and see everything and experience and practice some meditation in that big sphere. It's
Sure.
kind of interesting place to do meditation.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you say they kind of get some in the small societies. They don't get so much support. So what I also think is like Auroville, they didn't have so much money building these things. So they kind of go, you can say a little bit back in time in the living way compared to at least where I'm from, like Norway, and this in what you have, and if you understand what I mean.
Oh, I think there are no, how to put it, rich people who would invest in those projects. So usually people who come there, they have maybe they have some kind of good ideas, but they lack certain resources or money to start some projects.
Yeah.
So that's kind of problem over there.
Yeah, no, because I also support something named the Venus Project, and like they want to have like a resource management and build kind of you can say smart cities, and have like another kind of way to live. And do you think it's possible for humanity to live without money?
I would say people actually could live without money, without government, without ministers and so on, only when all those people went through full spiritual training and they got rid of greed, hatred, anger, and overwhelming force behind their action would be just love, compassion, you know. If you have real love and compassion in society, you don't need any special projects like government helping unemployed people and so on, because people, your neighbors, would help you in this case. You see, so this is true love. But to achieve such state, as I say, we would need complete spiritual revolution in the societies in the whole world. After so many revolutions we had in the past, you know, the French Revolution, American Revolution, Bolshevik Revolution, we need a really spiritual revolution to make things work. You know, I come from communist country. Okay. On the paper, if you look at it, the communist looks very, very, very good. You know, it wants to introduce like equal rights for everyone, give whatever one needs for life, and so on. But the thing is that these things, these measures, are being forced by administration. They don't come from the hearts and minds of the people, and unfortunately hearts and minds of the people are not shining. In any society there is no so high percentage of people who would make decisions who with love, compassion, but they make decision using greed, using hatred. All those disasters, you know, we have in the whole world are caused by greediness of different sort, or hatred of another race, another ethnic groups. So the only way to get out of this is to start building society where all those characters of the people, hearts and minds, will be really shiny.
Yeah, I think also humans will be a lot like, it might take some time in generation when we also live in it, but we will get to be more humane, you can say, and more helpful.
I think that people, would be genuinely happier, because you know, if you look at happiness of people around you, you notice, you know, that this happiness is pretty superficial. It's based on pleasure and pain. People do pleasant things just to get pleasant sensation, and they think that this is happiness. But deep inside them, there is a lot of unhappiness, because their health is failing. You know, if somebody has problems with health, you know, the only happiness they might think is to put the chocolate in their mouth, okay, and eat this chocolate because they feel good after this. But that down the road produces even worse health in those persons. So you see, they are just digging their own graves with their own teeth. So actually, a lot of scientists postulated that of all methods, which could help the planet, our planet Earth now, the simplest, most effective would be to reduce consumption of meat. And the more we reduce consumption of meat, the better shape the planet Earth will be.
It feels like a low level of despair you live in, where you're not getting any answers, but you're living okay. And you can smile at the office, you know, but it's a low level of despair.
And you don't take any of them, you don't take anything now?
Nothing. I don't take anything. I rarely drink coffee. I'm very serious about no alcohol, no drugs. Life is too beautiful.
Yeah, but really, thank you so much for.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And I really, your name was again?
Zbigniew.
Zbigniew.
Zbigniew, beat up the angry guy, because that's a literal translation of my name from Polish to English.
Yeah, but thank you so much then.
You're welcome.
Bye.